I really got into him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, got to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, that guy came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
But he was always very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, does his thing, picks up his book, took off. And all of a sudden he started talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about comics.
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't know he had a comic book.
today we found that out.
He had a comic book, yeah.
That's why all the conversations I've ever had with him are like, you should do this with this comic. You should do this with this comic. The fact that he knew you had a comic, I told him about your comic a while ago.
Yeah.
I told him about that. And then Randy's acting all surprised. Like, oh, you have a comic?
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude.
Yeah. I tell you about his library idea. He gave me this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea.
No.
I think, you know what?
It's not.
I think it's a good idea in a weird way because there's like stuff out there that people don't have access to.
I see, like, maybe, like...
Old essentials?
Yeah, no, dude. It's all those apps, man.
Wait, it's all on apps. Yeah, it's all on apps. But like, it's one of those things like there's those people, purists, if you will. They like to have the books in their hand, like, How many people buy Harry Potter 20 times because they want to have a physical copy?
That's its own thing. Like, I think, and I don't know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's something there. It's just, you just got to figure it out how to.
Like, it's people that, like, I think it's just, like, weird. Like the fact that there's people that are like, oh, I'm going to open a video store. And it's like, well, we don't need that anymore. Like, that doesn't exist anymore.
It's a retro feel. You work at Nostalgia Comics, so you know.
No, but that's different though. Like, if you told me that like all comic books were digital, like they're like, and then like this is like, no, it's different. Because I think that's I always tell people, like, everyone's always like, oh, all comics are gonna go digital one day. And I'm like, no, because we still press records.
Yeah.
Like, we still like, like, and it's because there's a whole side of it where, like, if you go all digital, you kill the collectability of comic books.
Yeah. You can't have 20,000 covers for a CD.
Yeah.
And
you can still, and you people will buy it. Yeah.
But you can have one cover or one version of it digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could be like, oh, it's a special edition. Has extra pages in it. It has different color tones. I could, you could do different things with it. Granted, yeah, sure. It's still the same thing.
Yeah. There was a guy a couple years ago who, like, he was a big collector, and then he went all digital, and he's reading all his comics digitally. And he went to San Diego Comic Con, and he had fucking like Mike Mignola sign his iPad. And I remember people were like, "That's gross. Like, that's dumb." Like,
and Mike Mignola signed it too, and that's where he has all his Hellboy books or whatever. Yeah.
But I just like, it's dumb. Like, I don't like that.
So I've been doing the research on the cart stuff and all that for eBay right now. Did you know, for digital, you get to NFTs through eBay, right?
Yeah.
But it's only 3%, 3 to 5% that they charge you for selling an NFT on eBay.
Yeah, they shouldn't charge you anything.
They shouldn't charge you anything because it's nothing, first of all. Yeah, but people still buy it.
You can sell an NFT on eBay?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, I'm finding a lot of stuff on this. But for regular stuff, like 15%, whatever,
Yeah.
But 3 to 5%
that's crazy.
on NFTs,
That's
depending how much you sell. If you sell it for over like a big amount, it's like 3%, 5%.
Well, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I guess the platform.
It's still a platform. You're still paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And 5% for like something you sell for $100.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's nuts.
For nothing. That's literally zeros and ones you're paying for.
It's magic and shit.
Yeah, I like it, but I hate it. I wish I would have gotten to the craze.
Should have, man.
Seriously.
Go back in time and fucking,
buy some of that doggo coin.
Yeah, doggo coin.
Doggo coin, yeah.
And famous dog. A poor dog. He makes no money from all that.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, the worst.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one like fucking minted the. I mean, it probably is out there. The fucking Harambe coin or whatever.
I think there might be.
It has to be, right?
It has to be. You still need a physical representation of these like imaginary numbers. That's why they always say the dollar is backed by the gold that we have in Fort Knox, quote unquote.
Bullshit, yeah. Because we're just like, oh, we ran out of money. Print some more.
Gold ain't worth shit. Plus, we gave it all to the aliens anyway, so it's okay.
But it's okay, though, because they brought Bigfoot down here to fight the dinosaurs.
Oh, right. Yeah, we both subscribe to this guy's theories,
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like when you were saying, like, he was making sense until to the point where he's like, oh, you're on that side of the...
Oh, no, because he was talking about it. I'm like, oh, interesting. And then he's like, politically. Yeah. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, we're talking about
I'm out.
That side. Well, Bigfoot doesn't want to do anything with us because of the government.
Because the government.
He hates the government. Yeah.
He needs a smaller government.
Yeah. That's what Bigfoot said.
That's what Bigfoot said. And, because he talks, right?
I forgot this guy's name, but
good times.
Yeah,
good times.
We're had by.
Oh, so I had a funny story.
Oh yeah, ready, ladies and gentlemen.
This expanded my. I was thinking about this for hours. That's it. Okay.
We should have started the show with this joke.
Right?
Yeah.
So someone reached out to me and was like, "Hey, my 9-year-old nephew likes Pokemon, and I need to get him a birthday present. You're a nerd, you know about that kind of stuff." And I said, "Oh, I don't know much about modern Pokemon."
I mean, okay.
And then she said, "Really? I thought all nerds knew about Pokemon." And my quick response, what I was thinking, was like, "That's Nerdist, right?" And then I started thinking, is that why Chris Hardwick called it that?
Nerdist?
I go, but then I started thinking, no, it's probably more pretentious. Like it's a nerd artist or something like that, right?
Yeah, like, you're a nerdist. Yeah. You're not a nerdist. You're a nerdist.
Yeah. But see, that's my new phrase. Like if you think like all nerds know about this, you're being nerdist.
You're being nerdist, yeah.
You're being nerdist.
And it hurts our ego and our gut, and we need paid leave and mental health days, and give it to us. Give it to us. Give it all to us.
But yeah, my new phrase is nerdist. It's like
okay.
It's like a stereotype. Like if you think all nerds, like the Big Bang Theory, that's Nerdist.
Bunch of nerd. Yeah, that's
Nerdist. Like,
that's offensive to me.
Yeah,
and my people.
Yeah, my culture.
My culture. Yeah, this is our culture. We grew up in this stuff. What do you want me to do?
I remember one time. I think I told this story, but I remember one time I went to a convention.
Wait, was that the joke?
Yeah, Nerdist. Yeah.
Boo. All right, I get it. It's not really a joke. It's more of a like get woke.
It's a new term.
It's our new woke statement.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Anyway, carry on.
I remember one time I went to a convention with Rudy and his brother. Mm-hmm. His brother wasn't really into this stuff, but he was like, he liked the TV shows and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember when we were driving over there, he said his brother was like, "Hey, do you think there'll be a lot of nerds at this thing?" Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Whoa! You can't be dropping the N word like that, right?" And he was like, "Oh," and then we parked.
Hard in.
It's all a bunch of fucking cosplayers. I'm like, "Look at these nerds are here," and he's like, "Hey," I go, "I can say it,"
like black people can say the N word, and gay people can the F word. I can never use those words, but I could be
nerd, fucking nerd.
Goddamn nerdist. Am I a nerdist?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh shit,
a little bit.
Wait, am I the Nerdist elite or the Nerdist artist?
Oh, I don't know. That's it. We got to come up with this whole
It's got to have rules.
We have to we got to set this up.
Yeah, and then take the name from Chris Hardwick.
Oh, he doesn't have it anymore. He sold some company.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't hear about Nerdist anymore.
Well, it's still a thing, but he's not part of it.
Oh, so who is part of it?
And just a whole different group. Like there's a bunch of people that they kind of got famous for being part of it. But they do their own thing now. They have their own channels. They have their own
kind of like the MythBuster people.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Not the two main guys. The other people, they get their own shows and spin-outs.
Yeah, at one point when that company first bought it, it was like every month it was like a different person like hosting Nerdist.
That's interesting. You ever go to the studio right there next to Meltdown?
Yeah, I went once a long time ago. Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, this is a comic shop. Oh, it's next door in this little ugly dungeon looking thing. Yeah. Like, oh shit.
You ever go to the fucking kill room in the back of Meltdown?
Yeah, that's
the fucking kill room?
Dude, I was not a guest, but like part of a guest thing there. They had like little this crazy little place there.
So I met Grant Morrison in there.
In the little dungeon thingy in the back room.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely be like Michael Madsen, cut somebody's ear back there for sure. Easily. I
remember the first time I went there, we went to that Grant Morrison thing, and I was like, what is this?
Because you enter to the back, right? You enter to the back.
This is creepy.
Yeah, that's a perfect place to meet Grant Morrison, if anything. Not in the front of the store.
There's a funny story. The first time we went,
that store doesn't exist anymore. It's realized.
It's gone.
Oh yeah, sorry.
On Facebook Marketplace, there's a guy selling the freaking the mascot statue.
Melvin,
or whatever.
The Martian, the one-eyed Martian.
Yeah.
How do you get it?
Huh?
How do you get it?
No, he wants like $3,000 for it.
Tell him I give him about $350.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
It's funny. I remember the first time we went to go watch the Grant Morrison movie.
There,
and it was there, and they strongly suggested he was going to be there. He wasn't. And I remember it was funny. They were live streaming it, and then they edited it to show it, right. And at one point when they brought the special guest, It was like this guy who was like studying magic or something. It was some random dude.
Sex magic?
No, yeah. And I remember it was so funny because we watched the YouTube when they brought him out. You could hear Miguel like, "Where's Grant?" And then like when they brought the guy, who's that guy?
No, they did. Right?
That shit was funny, man.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
That was Miguel?
Yeah.
Oh.
And me and Miguel were sitting there, and he was just like, "Where's Grant?"
Sorry, guys. Tonight's about sex magic.
This guy was creepy too because he had a they talked about wands, like, you know, it's like just something you could channel or whatever, right? And he said that like
it's an extension of your dick.
Oh well. So he was talking about how his wand was made from his uncle's femur. That when his uncle died. Before he died, he asked him, like, could I get up one of your bones? And he was like, all right. And so they took his uncle's femur and they carved a fucking wand out of it. Which is like...
It's hollow.
That's got to be, like, illegal, though, right? You can't just, like...
Marrow.
Chop up, you know, or, like...
Hey.
Use human remains or stuff like that, right?
There's something... You have to honor the last, you know, the will and testament and all that, you know?
That's weird.
If I tell you for my last wish, I want you to chop me up and feed me to the pigs, you have to do it. Or else you get sued by my ghost.
Oh, I'm not scared of ghosts.
Well, you shouldn't be scared of ghosts. You'd be scared of ghost lawyers.
Oh, ghost lawyers. The worst ones.
They're the worst
Johnny
ones.
Cochran and shit.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. In that case, damn, you're in for it now.
No, I'm going to call Sweet James.
Oh, he's not dead.
No, but he'll defend me.
Sweet Baby James.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Baby James?
Might have been.
Right?
Yeah.
It was for a long time. It's called Sweet Baby James. Yeah. And all of a sudden now it's called James. It's called Sweet James. Yeah.
No, my favorite, like now I listen to morning radio when I drive into work. And there's a commercial that plays every morning.
Same one.
It's about life insurance.
At the same time.
And it's like if you're over 50 and have diabetes, and he says
it's like 5 minutes long too.
And he says he goes, if you're over 50 and have diabetes and a little porkly.
Oh my God.
Right? But the whole like gimmick of it is that the guy that runs this company, he's a big old fat dude.
Oh.
So he's like, he understands. He's just like you. Like
American as apple pie.
I love the fact, little porky.
We don't want to call America fat.
Yeah, why not?
Because they are fat.
Isn't that more insulting?
Calling him porkly?
Yeah. You're comparing him to a pig.
But it's adorable. It's Porky, you know? Oh, it's like Porky Pig. Oh, you calling me
man.
That's adorable.
I think it's more insulting.
Adorable.
All right.
I don't know. I'd rather be called portly than fat.
I guess.
You know?
Same thing.
It sounds like, you know, you're actually...
Or was it big boned?
That's an insult to me.
Is it?
Yeah, because I know that bones aren't big.
I forgot who said it. I forgot who my dad said. I forgot to who.
Yeah.
And they were referring to as big bone, and he goes, "What do you fucking have fossils?" like
prehistoric?
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Trying to make a wand out of a dinosaur femur.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
All right.
Good times.
So did Grant show up?
Oh no, we went to another event and he was there.
And they were there after this event?
Yeah, it was like about a month or two after.
Oh, lame. And it didn't have to do anything with him?
No, it did. Yeah, yeah.
That narcissistic son of a... When is he coming here?
One day. Dude, he lives in LA half the year.
Yeah. And the other half in like England or something.
Scotland.
Yeah.
In Glasgow.
Where?
Glasgow.
Where are you going?
Glasgow.
To go?
Yeah. Glasgow.
Where's Alan Moore, like near there?
No, fucking Mark Millar.
There you go.
They hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like not that far away from each other, right?
It's like that one movie with Colin Farrell and that old guy.
Where they were buddies and like all of a sudden, we're not buddies anymore. Yeah. All right.
That was the guy that was the fucking the guard in Joker, huh?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, that guy has a good roll of credits. I forgot what else he was in a while back.
Oh, I never watched that movie. It was him and Don Cheadle.
Uh-huh.
Remember? It was like...
Mm-hmm. I never seen it, though.
We never watched it.
Never watched it, yeah. Where he's supposed to be... Well, he's racist, right?
Yeah.
And like Don Cheadle's trying to help him not be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bring him in because there's like drugs or something and like, you know...
He's a good he's a good cop.
Yeah, and he's like, but you know what drugs because you're black. And you're like, whoa.
Can't say that.
Yeah.
Get you canceled.
Yeah.
What else? He's done a lot of things. Isn't he one of Harry Potter movies?
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
This guy with the weird eyes.
I think so.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
I think he's also in a movie right now with like, was it Paul Rudd? Not Paul Rudd. Paul Reiser.
Oh.
Where like they play cousins, and like
Paul Reiser. Well, I guess
they play cousins or distant cousins because like the Paul Reiser is like Scottish, but like like whatever percentage.
Oh, I don't believe him as Scottish.
And then they find out that like they share a great grandfather or something. And he dies, and as he's dying, he tells him like, "Oh, make up with the American side." So he reaches out to Paul Reiser, and then when they meet up, something happens. They don't like each other. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, I don't recall.
Yeah, and it just came out.
Okay.
No.
All right. Again, I don't watch trailers, so I wouldn't even know.
It looks pretty funny.
Paul Reisner hasn't been around in a while.
I mean, he was writing comics now.
You finished reading that?
Yeah.
He saved the day.
Yeah.
He saved the company. Saved his daughter, and still fucking got the tech or something right at the end. All right, Paul Reisner. I see what you did there. You have to be the hero.
It's Paul Reiser.
I thought he was gonna die.
No,
that was gonna sacrifice himself at the end. I'm like, all right. He was supposed to die in the beginning.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like the regular movie.
Yeah. Those movies, the enemies are not the xenomorphs. It's capitalism.
At the end.
Because these companies are always trying to like get rich on fucking aliens and shit. Like,
yeah, gotta capture it. Yeah. Gotta save it. Gotta take it to back to our laboratory and make
add
millions.
it to our DNA. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, no, that's the first sign you're fucking up.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to my dad about this the other day and how like it's like they're clearly bioweapons. They fucking bleed acid.
Right.
Like, who would make that?
Well, you obviously haven't seen Prometheus then.
No, yeah, but they're bioweapons, right?
Right? Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
But aren't we all bioweapons?
I mean, I guess.
Technically, we are living sentient organisms with the potential to kill.
Everything has the potential to kill.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm using us as an example as a living organism.
Yeah. Everything but the capybara.
You think that can kill?
No.
It sits on you.
It loves everybody. It's friends with every species.
It sits on you. It's heavy.
I don't think it'll kill you.
It's like a few.
It's your best friend. It's like the closest thing we have to a Pokemon.
But you don't know about Pokemon, apparently.
I don't.
So how do you know it's a Pokemon?
It looks like one.
That motherfucker looks like it can shoot lightning out those cheeks.
Yo, that looks like it comes out of a little red ball. Like,
Talking about his little balls, little testicles? No thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Cabrera.
Anyway, have you seen Penguin?
Yeah.
The latest one?
Yeah.
How beautiful was that episode?
So good.
I didn't talk to you about that all day.
Fucking magpie.
Magpie. So happy they introduced her. So sad to see her go. Yeah. I'm like, dude, how do you get a Harley Quinn in this episode without putting a Harley Quinn? You get Magpie.
Mm-hmm. Dude, they made her so much more a tragic character now.
She didn't do it.
She didn't do shit.
I like the big broody one from the comics. Yeah. She looked like she could kill me and hug me and squeeze me till I die. But this one, she's small and innocent and a maniacal. She's more twisted, I would say here.
Well, they were giving her fucking drugs and shit, making her crazy and shit, right? And they're blasting her brain with electricity.
They made her the hangman, if you will, technically, if you want to call it that.
Well, you think about it, because, I mean, up until this episode, she only killed she killed Magpie. That was it. Like, she hadn't killed anybody else, right?
Yeah. We haven't seen when she kills the doctor. I know she's going to kill that doctor.
I don't know, man. That doctor's up to some shit.
Yeah, too. Not Chibs, not the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
Not that guy, not the young one, the old one. Yeah, the old.
Probably did.
Yeah, Dr. V.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a big doctor, is he?
Not really.
Yeah. And how sad were you? They fucking brought you Summer Gleason on and fucking killed her in the same thing. I'm like, I know that name. Yeah. And Gotham Gazette. Yeah. And like gives her the card. Gotham Gazette. And then
go off.
Dead.
Dude, she's gonna fucking kill the Penguin, right? Like, she's gonna do it. Like, he fucked her so bad.
How can I learn to in the previous episode? How can I learn to trust you? Let me show you.
They showed her he can.
Thank you.
He showed her he can.
And that is not gonna get him killed. It's gonna get Victor killed.
Oh yeah.
We already called it. He's not gonna go to California.
No.
Go to California. He's not gonna swim in that water. No. He's not gonna be a big Hollywood actor.
They could do up to the point where, like, when he saves them.
Yeah.
And he's like,
well, he's gonna steal the car.
Yeah, he was gonna take off. And then, but he goes and saves him, and then like he's like, what about Sophia? He's like, fucking leave her, like like.
Yeah, Sophia's not gonna like that either. No, he's like, well, you're just following instructions, but you fucked up.
No, like, she knows he betrayed her, right? Because
no, he knows the penguin betrayed her. Well, with the whole thing. But Victor, I'm saying he's gonna be like, look, you left with the penguin. You're obviously his crony. Yeah, you're out. She's nuts.
Yeah, she killed the whole family.
She's fucking, dude. Who's Batman gonna fight now?
Right? Nobody.
You kill off all the Falcones. Who you gonna fight?
What if the
Maronis?
She fucking throws Victor into some nitrous oxide.
Oh, no, the freezing one. Yeah.
Then he's like,
everybody chill.
Yup.
Everybody please.
I love how everyone's theory. Like, oh, he's either fucking Mr. Freeze or he's Cyborg or
Victor Zsasz.
Victor Zsasz. Yeah. That's the only one that maybe she drives him crazy and then he starts fucking killing people.
He's just Victor, the boy who's gonna get killed. Yeah, he's just gonna get killed. He's just a catalyst for something else.
Oh, dude, that episode, the last one before that was when they showed where he was when the flood happened.
Yeah.
Dude, his whole family got wiped out.
Well, I watched the two of them back to back, that one and the new one. And first 10 minutes of it, I'm like, what's going on? Oh, it's a flashback episode. And then you see the water, and then you see the fucking family. He can see them. Mm-hmm. He sees them from where he's at, the vantage point. They get wiped out, man. And they could have closed the window had he called them 10 minutes sooner. So that was cool. It was throwback to the movie. Yeah. What were you when fucking Riddler fucked
him shit up?
Yeah. He was trying to get some. Yeah. It sucks though. I really wanted him to leave. I know he wasn't going to because that's not part of the story, but I really wanted him to get the fuck out.
Oh, dude, when Penguin catches them, whatever.
You're gonna steal from me.
Yeah. Why? But then he's like, oh, just go. You're not a hostage. Yeah, he was. He totally was. Mm-hmm. He was afraid of him because he's fucking
the penguin.
He made him fucking bury some bodies.
Yeah. He takes him to dinner. He says, no, there's a scene where he tells him, I chauffeur this guy. I think he's kind of lonely. Yeah. Remember, he tells him, I think I'm the only thing he has or something like that. So he still feels for him. He still cares about the penguin. It's not that he's felt hostage. I don't think it's because he's felt hostage because they're forcing him. Mm-hmm. He feels he has to be there for this guy.
No, but he told her, what's her face? Like, oh, I can't just leave. He'll fucking kill me. He'll fucking,
Oh, that was another thing. Well, he's a gangster. Yeah. Yeah. No, and he gave him an out, and he was like, I'm going to take his car. He made it to the bus station and said no.
Dude, because it's even more fucked up now that you know the backstory. Mm. Like, he fucked over Sophia to become the penguin.
To get some power.
He got the fucking iceberg lounge. He got the, he became fucking, Carmine's fucking right hand, and,
Yeah, so she's like, was it worth it?
Yeah. Which is kind of ironic, because like he was so mad at Carmine when he finds out he's the rat in the movie. Yeah. He was so mad, but dude, you did the same fucking thing.
Well, this was written after.
Yeah.
It would make sense if they knew the whole story beforehand. Yeah. They probably would have written it differently.
And then not only that, it threw me off seeing fucking Mark Strong as Carmine Falcone, because it was like, what's his face? Totoro, right?
Yeah, he wasn't there. It threw me off, but then when the glasses is the only thing I needed, really. Yeah. And it was supposed to be a younger version of him. Yeah. It wasn't being the regular, because he's dead, the regular version. Yeah. Also, that little girl, she looked nothing like her, but that's besides the point. Like the dress she was wearing, that sundress, a really flowy, elegant thing. I like she didn't kill Gia. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a slumber party outside while I kill the rest of the family.
Kill the rest of their family? Except for that one dude.
She opened the window. I'm like, why'd she leave that open? Yeah. And now get dressed, and that's how it ended. Yeah. Next time.
They keep fucking over that guy, too. Like when they sent that girl to fucking seduce him, whatever.
Luca?
Yeah.
To Luca? Yeah.
Her uncle? Or
Uncle Luca? Yeah.
They keep fucking him over. Like, oh.
You know what sucks, though? He's now the head of the fucking family. Yeah. Pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. If she does, she's going to try to take over the whole thing.
Well, see, that's the whole thing, because, Carmine told her he wanted her to run it.
Originally.
But then he fucking...
Then she found out.
And then he let her take the fall for all those killings.
Yeah. For the hangman murders. Well, Was it really him in this storyline?
Yeah,
Right?
It definitely was because she saw his hands, she saw the
prints and the scratches and all that. Could have gotten somewhere else. At one point, I think I was thinking it was the brother.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
But then they're like, oh, you know, but when it was like, oh, dad's 44, the 44, and you know those girls that work there. I'm like, all right, there's too much correlation here, so it had to be the dad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's fucking psycho, right? Because he killed his wife, and
so he's the hangman in this story, not the Sophia.
The only thing I get it's a cool aesthetic, but I didn't understand was like the Gotham prisoners. They have that big ass ring around their neck, like the metal ring. Like it's too big, right?
I thought it was like a Suicide Squad thing first when they put it on her, but yeah, it's way too big. Like the whole thing would look kind of comical with the orange stripes.
Yeah,
whatever, you know, it's Gotham.
Gotham's fucked up.
Sorry, it's Arkham.
It's
Arkham, baby.
I like how because of the flood, they're letting people go now. They're like, you're not that dangerous anymore. You can go. Like,
and that's how she got out.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
It's horrible.
I don't know. Magpie didn't have to die.
No, or Magpie.
Yeah.
Or the other weird girl, the one with the fork.
Yeah, what was her name? She didn't have a name? Okay. Yeah.
She had a long neck.
Oh, yeah. Well, perfect for stabbing.
Yeah.
With a fork. By yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I could never do that. Could you stab yourself? Can you hurt yourself to that degree?
No.
I'm going to try.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Don't.
I might succeed.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
You end up in Arkham and shit.
2 steps away.
You get that cool drug, though.
Yeah. Oh. Get some of that mushroom sauce.
That mushroom shit.
Make your teeth all red. What was up with that? They still really haven't explained that. Like, we know it's through that other doctor that she's going to be getting it. Mm-hmm. But how did we get
Everyone is speculating some fucking poison ivy shit. And I'm like, I get maybe, but I doubt it.
How do you have organic material without poison ivy?
Grow it? I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, you grow it, but I mean, poison ivy should be around.
Maybe.
I mean, we got a Harvey Dent before Harvey Dent was Harvey. Why can't we get a Leslie before she was?
No, different continuity.
Right, sorry. You're
talking about Joker too?
Yeah, oh yeah. Different continuity. Oh, god damn it! I'm mixing my multiverses here. Yeah. Isn't it all the same thing?
No.
Well, in that case, sorry, Penguin, you're not gonna get to meet the Joker.
Oh no, it's the Joker. It's what's his face? The dude from Eternals.
Oh right. Sorry.
He's there.
Yeah, he's around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guy, you're not gonna meet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. Hey, you ready for Batman 4? Or the new Batman with Michael Keaton?
What are you talking about?
I saw this post that said Mike Keaton returning as Batman.
Why?
For a new live action movie.
Why?
I don't know. It's not real. It can't be real, right? It can't be real. Just like, what was the other one I saw? Gwen Stacy returning for fucking Spider-Man 4.
Oh, that might be real.
No, see, you're also...
No, that might be real because they came out that... because of the weird like schedule they have to stick to to keep the rights of Spider-Man, Sony's gonna start filming like next year, I think.
Right, because they have to.
They have to, and but if they do that, that movie has to come out
300 days.
Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Oh shit!
So the speculation is that anything comes out during that,
free game
is a fucking Battle Worlds multiverse movie,
including that.
Yeah.
So we might see her as
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's not coming back as Andrew Garfield's deceased girlfriend, Gwen.
Yeah.
She's coming back as drummer Gwen from whatever
universe. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
possibility.
Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See, why is that more feasible than Mike Keaton coming back for a new Batman?
He's fucking old.
I mean, AIDS is not a number. I know. I know.
I mean, it was cool seeing him in that Flash movie. That was like the most redeeming part of that movie.
It's highlight, yeah.
But there was some points that I'm like, oh man, he's old.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't see him doing Discover card commercials anymore.
Although, like, it'd be cool. They'll never do it, but they should. They should do like a fucking Batman Beyond thing. Make him old Bruce Wayne and shit.
That's, you know what? That was a role that was gonna fit freaking what's his name, Conroy. He could have been.
He could have done it.
He could have.
Well, he kind of did it in the.
Yeah, he was the augmented Batman with the braces
with
on.
the fucking the Kingdom Come Batman. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He tried to kill Supergirl because he's like, I hate Kryptonians.
Yeah. I wonder why. They put me like this.
Yeah. But yeah, Keaton would be cool doing something like that.
I could give it to you.
Yeah.
But who would you get as Terry McGinnis?
It had to be someone named Young, right? That'd be like...
Can't get Harry Styles anymore.
No, he's too old.
Too old.
Can't get Zac Efron anymore.
Nope. He's too old.
He's too old.
Spider Boy. What's his Spider-Man?
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
As Terry McGinnis?
You
know he's like 30 years old, right?
Too sweet. Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I keep thinking he's like 20 or whatever.
He's up there. He's up there.
Well, Spider-Man, the first one came out like almost 10 years ago now. Or 2040?
No, I think that long ago. It was
2014. I want to say.
Let's find out.
TikTok.
But yeah, he's up there.
Brought to you by Churros.
Homecoming, right?
Yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming.
2017.
Okay. When was the Avengers movie came out? Like a year before that?
Oh, like the Civil War?
Yeah.
Like a year or two before that, I think.
So yeah, we're reaching 10 years in about a year or two.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I believe... 2020, oh no, wait, what? 2024.
What?
That's not right. 2016.
Okay.
Civil War came out.
Yeah, say a year before.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10-year anniversary coming around the corner.
Ooh, can't wait. I don't know. That's my favorite. One of my favorite Marvel movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
I saw a movie like 5 times in the theater.
Spider-Man?
No, Civil War.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll give you that one. You got heroes fighting heroes.
Yeah.
You got that.
I remember I was so against it. I remember when they first announced it.
Yeah.
And then, they didn't announce it. That was speculated that they were going to do it. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Like, there's only like fucking 12 heroes.
It worked.
And then it's like when they did it, I was like, oh, it was cool.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
You know what it was, right? Yeah. It was just your heroes versus heroes story. You had you had a villain, but you had to get through the heroes versus heroes part. It's the one with the fucking what's his name fucks up Iron Man in the dam, right? Is that the one, or is that Civil War?
Yeah, Civil War. When,
right?
They fucked him and Bucky, Captain Bucky, kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah. And he was like, "You used to be my friend," and then he's like, "Yeah, I used to be. I'm gonna go grow a beard now."
Like, that's my best friend right there, my best friend Bucky.
Yeah, I thought I was your best friend. No, you're just some dude with money that like got me out of frozen jam. Yeah. Just saying.
I think people complain about that movie. Like, no, it makes sense. That's his fucking buddy, man. And like, especially when you see those flashbacks, you're like when his parents died, he fucking moved him into his house, and he
it's his Waldo Geraldo Faldo.
Yeah, it's his best buddy, man.
Yeah, you can't fault him.
Yeah,
he won't betray him.
I think that's why we always talk about this, but I think that's why that Falcon and Winter Soldier show works so well because it's like they both. I mean, fucking Bucky is like his best friend. Like he knew him the longest.
Yeah.
But fucking Sam was with him during the hardest time of his fucking life, like when they were on the run. And
on your right, on your right.
When they were on the run, like he fucking like gave up his life, to go follow him,
to be a groupie of Captain America.
And so like at the end, when
he's a good disciple.
Yeah. So when he went away, they were both like, "Well, he was my best friend. Like, he was my best friend."
But he gave me the shield. Yeah, but he was my best friend. He wants you to die first. I mean, I guess. Mm-hmm. But to me, if you would have gave the shield to Bucky, he's not a Captain America. People still think he's a traitor. Some people.
Well, apparently in this new Thunderbolts movie, he's a fucking senator or something like that.
Oh, really? Wait, I saw him punching like a car or something. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. That trailer was weird. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. I have no idea what the fuck was happening. But I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cooler than that, man.
What, Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry, it has no Nathan Fillion. It's a TKO kid.
No, he's fucking, what is it, the fucking space security guard or whatever in the Guardians.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was a waste.
I just watched it the other day.
Oh, it was a waste of a use of Nathan Fillion. It was funny.
What else can you put him in? Fucking...
I don't know, dude. Fucking, what's that guy from Guardians that's all crystal?
Oh, no, that was, what's his face? Michael Rosenberg?
Yeah. I would have seen him as a
D-Man.
D-Man?
Nathan Fillion.
Holy shit. That, a younger Nathan Fillion as D-Man? I could see that.
No, he's all fat now, so it works.
Did you see that Lego is making a D-Man animated cartoon? I don't know what it is.
It's a movie,
It's a movie, but it has all the Marvel Lego characters, but the main protagonist is D-Man.
D-Man, yeah. New origin, though.
New origin of D-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess. But...
It's very cartoony, but it sounds pretty fun. It's like basically like he's a damage control agent,
Damage control.
Yeah, and something happens, and the heroes get captured, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't get through this, whatever." And and he's like, "I know all about destruction."
Oh, because
so he freaking goes to go save them. But he goes to the trash bin or whatever to make a costume.
I think I saw that part. Yeah. Like he picks like the Devil's D and puts it on him, and he gets Wolverine's mask, and he does all these weird little things. I saw that.
That should be fun.
And I was excited. Just that little bit I saw, and I was like, I'm in. I have no idea what's going on. So he's gonna save the Avengers. He's gonna save the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, he's gonna save Marvel Universe. Yeah.
All right, I'm excited. D-Man. You know how excited that is? But he's damage control now.
Yeah, he's like former damage control, and it's like he understands destruction, so like that's why.
That's a very Lego thing.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Is his name Emmett?
No,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, looks fun.
All right,
it's fun. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm a big fan of the Lego things. I should rephrase that. I've never really liked the Lego cartoons per se. Like they're alright, whatever. But this one's the only one I've really been like, oh, I gotta watch this shit.
I mean, the big stuff is cool. Like the Lego movie was cool.
Yeah. Batman was still still the top one out of all those Lego movies for me. I do want to see Piece by Piece, the Pharrell Williams story in Lego format.
Yeah,
it's interesting that the trailer caught my eye. It's like, oh, I see the world and the music and colors. I'm like, and they show me Legos. So I mean, how am I going to correlate this? And then you get a Snoop Dogg that turns into a dog and he's smoking weed.
That's the funniest thing. So they dropped a clip of showing that whole sequence.
Oh, and it's not weed.
And it's funny because like they're all like talking whatever, and then like Pharrell was like, "Oh, it's smoke," and then they show like someone running around with like a fire extinguisher, and it says PG smoke or something like that, and then they just spray in the room like.
Well played. So that's how they got around that one because it's Legos. You can't.
Yeah.
No, and I would be totally against it. That's why I was excited to see how they were gonna play that part, and you just ruined it for me. Thanks a lot. I was watching The Simpsons, so I was trying to catch up on The Simpsons. There's an episode. Snoop Dogg shows up in it, and like he's dropping some bars in one of the booths or whatever, and it's foggy in there, and you're like, oh, it's of course Snoop Dogg. But then you see Homer in the background just come out of nowhere and be like. And then put it down, like, that wasn't really necessary, but that's the joke,
Do it.
Yeah, everyone does it now, even Homer.
He did, remember the whole episode, he was like a stoner.
Not only was he a stoner, he was the middleman stoner.
Yeah.
He behind Moe's bar, his like Otto was like, oh, the rug, the stain on the rug, the carpet, oh, the happy eating this, oh, I'm home. And as a longtime smoker, I remember those houses.
Yeah.
When I first started smoking, we would go to these random dudes' houses, and most of them had weird tapestry. They're Bob Marley, Che Guevara. They had cats running around everywhere. Yeah, it was interesting. Instead of a parakeet, it would be cats or dogs or weird shit. One time, I almost sat on a turtle, someone's turtle. I'm like, oh, what is that?
Yeah. Crack a turtle, you can't do that. Man.
No, I can't. Different times. I remember one was in front of a school. I'm like, how does this big drug dealing guy like literally across the street from this fucking school?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Criminals, man.
Yeah, they gotta get an education too.
Yeah.
He probably went to that school.
Probably.
Teachers must be proud. Past tense.
Small business owner.
Yeah, really small. It was like a little shed in the back of his house.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah,
or had by all or none. Can't remember.
I can't remember. Simpsons has been weird this season, man.
It's only been 2 episodes.
It's fucking weird.
That first one, I didn't understand it, but Conan O'Brien was on it through the whole thing, and I was tired of Conan O'Brien telling that same Simpsons story over and over again, to the point where, like, all right, we're not going to tell that story anymore. We're going to put him on.
Yeah. It's Conan O'Brien. It was a monorail episode.
That's the story. And I get it. It's fantastic. And everything. If I ever meet him, I'm like, thank you for that episode. But that's it. I'm not going to want a story about it. I want him to go abroad. I can't with Conan. Second episode was that, though. The one it was weird. What was it happening?
Oh, the fucking White Lotus or something.
Oh, right.
The parody of that.
Yeah. And they had a Call of Duty joke on it that didn't hit the mark because it was too Family Guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cringe.
Yeah.
I can't. It's not for me anymore. I think I might quit. I might quit and stick to Bob's Burgers.
Bob's been pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Bob's pretty solid, so.
It's not. It wasn't the first episode of Bob's First Kiss, Bob's First Handshake, or anything. It was the time he talked to a girl for the first time.
The first girl to talk to Bob.
He was like 15 years old.
He was already calling himself Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Never
he was
a child.
Bob, not little Bob or whatever.
Yeah, he was never a child.
No.
Poor guy.
I understand because we're told as a child, oh, you're an old soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that just meant you were depressed.
Yeah, probably. You don't have that childhood wonder.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an old soul. I'm like, yeah. You're not a kid. You're like, you're fucked up a little. Yeah. Go be a kid.
Go be a kid. Go fucking drink water out of a water hose.
Yeah. Go eat some dirt.
Go eat some dirt.
Be a kid.
Yeah.
Don't be an old soul.
Walk around with a slingshot in your back pocket.
I did. Yeah. But I was an old. People would tell me that you're an old soul. You know what it was? It would be just the fact that I was a little more aware of the situations we were all in.
Yeah.
You know, it'd just be the fact that, oh, this is not going this is happening. I'm aware. Yeah. And that was it. It wasn't the fact that I'm some wise little kid or something like that. I got the soul of Socrates in me.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
Socrates.
Apostles. I have so many crates inside me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a now we can't call kids old souls, right? What do you call them now? Depressed?
Oh yeah.
Get them the Zantac. The Zine, whatever.
I saw a thing. It was like the bootleg website, and they're talking about how I forgot what country it was. You can get Adderall.
Oh shit!
And it has fucking Snoopy on the bottle.
What is it? Simpsons. I went back to Simpsons. Flintstone chewables, morphine, or whatever you wanted.
It was like a bird. It was all crazy. Like,
Yeah, you want the bird of despair, or the
yeah.
That's horrible. It's shaped like Snoopy.
Yeah.
Kind of want that now.
Yeah.
Adderall. I'll be up for all night, but
I mean, is that? Oh, it helps you study or something.
Yeah. If it keeps you focused, it keeps you.
But then you start hearing the hair grow on your fucking arm, right?
You know what? I'm gonna say something about that shit. That made me so, I don't want to say a better artist, but it made me a more focused artist at the time. Because that's all I would focus on. Like, I wouldn't care about anything else going around. The TV may be on, the radio might be on, 100 things would be going around me. But I was here in like this little square in front of me. And that's all I was.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
So where can I get this again? Brazil, you say?
Some country. I forgot where it was.
Snoopy shake. I could say I've had a Snoopy shake Adderall.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And we just do afterwards. Oh, I just ran a couple miles.
Yeah.
Walked
across the country. Forrest Gump style.
Didn't even think about it once.
No.
That happens.
Good times.
Had by none.
Yeah, well.
Can't be. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next thing.
I felt real old. I went to a Weezer concert on Friday.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about that, but here we go.
Felt real old.
Weezer's a great band.
It is a great band.
It's a band that's been around for how many years?
At least 30 years, apparently.
30 years. Yeah. All right. And you went to the Weezer concert. Did you feel old?
I didn't at first, but then I started looking around, and I was like, oh.
Everyone else was either older than you or your age.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple of people that they brought, like, little kids.
What?
Yeah.
Like kids, like 10-year-olds?
Yeah, like little kids. And I was like, yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. Weezer's for the children.
Is it for the children?
I mean, they hung out with the Muppets.
Yeah, I did hang out.
They hung out with the Muppets. Yeah.
See, it's surprising too because I think it's just like this whole mindset of like, what's appropriate now, especially like when it comes to kids and whatever.
Yeah.
And they played fucking Pink Triangle.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, that's cool. But I'm thinking like,
there's kids here.
Are people gonna be offended by that? Like, like.
No, why would they?
What's that line about how like everyone's a little queer?
Yeah.
Like I should be a little straight. Like, Joanna made a good point. She was like, no, she said that she feels that more people experience that now.
Yeah.
Than they did 30 years ago, right?
Okay. Oh, you know what? In that case, that line grew with age. It became a little more truthful. And it was true back then, though.
Yeah.
That was this big saying, like, oh, dude, you're kind of acting kind of poofy, why don't you be a man?
No, but the point of the song is that he's in love with a lesbian.
Lesbian, yeah.
And then he's just like, why can't she be a little straight? Like.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it worked both ways.
Yeah.
It worked both ways.
But it was interesting.
Yeah.
I saw Weezer,
30 years ago?
I feel like it.
20.
Maybe. Like honestly. We saw him, and it was funny because I remember I didn't really want to go because it was Weezer and the Foo Fighters, and we bought tickets, and the closest place was San Diego.
Oh boy!
And so we bought tickets,
and you went to San Diego,
and then they sold out so quickly that they announced another show
in Los Angeles,
in Long Beach. And I was like, huh,
you bastards!
Yeah. And we saw him play. Yeah, we saw him play in San Diego. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was a long time ago though.
Yeah, 20 years ago. You said
probably. And that was cool.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen it, but this one was like a whole spectacle, man. This was a whole like production.
Yeah,
like there was,
And do you think, as an older band, you have to rely more on production value than anything to keep your music going?
I mean, they sounded good. They sounded like like it was pretty.
Because what was it that I saw? Tom Jones. I think it was like it wasn't Tom Jones. There was like an old man singer, and he was like,
he's barely moving around.
Yeah. And I'm like, and everyone else was making a big deal and spectacle. Like, but he's like old and frail and just standing there, dude. That was a little sad.
Yeah.
But in order to keep him relevant, you have to make the spectacle around him, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Weezer. I mean,
isn't
that what they were doing? I mean, they gave you a whole show. They're the entertainment.
But they've always done that. If you think about it, like all the albums were like themed to something, and it was always like
yeah. But when I saw Weezer, it was just a band that I was watching. Yeah. It was just Weezer on stage going at it. Rivers looking like a fucking mute and shit.
Yeah,
that was it. And didn't need anything else. Yeah. Knew the songs, whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
Now it's like you need to be visually entertained.
Well, I also think it's one of those things where like, gosh, it's so expensive now.
Say $80 for parking. Come on,
so you have to fucking make it, something.
Make my money's worth.
Yeah,
make my money's worth. That's why I don't go to big concerts anymore. Really,
I know I fucking missed out on Dancer Junior, man.
I don't know. I would have gone for that and left for Weezer.
I didn't know.
I'm like, oh, Weezer's coming up next. Gotta go.
I remember we got there. We're going up the escalator. There's a big. I'm like, Dancer Junior's playing cool, and I'm like, oh, we missed them like
by hours.
Like, damn it.
And what was the other band?
Flaming Lips.
God, do you realize?
Yeah, I know.
That you could have seen the Flaming Lips.
Yeah, I know.
Do you realize? Sorry.
But,
yeah.
It was cool. Saw Weezer all the way through.
Yeah, all right. All right.
I
don't know if I would have done it just for the Weezer.
I mean, I almost didn't go. We almost didn't go at all. It was like a whole thing.
You didn't pay for the tickets.
Yeah.
Right? So, that's cool. Yeah. You got a good show for the price.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of the app system, though?
Fucking hate it.
Amazing, isn't
Dude,
it?
You know what kills me?
Uh-huh.
And Francis said this too, and I was like, fuck, I never thought about it that way. She goes, it's so weird that, like, the most expensive places, the places that are owned by the richest people, they fucking ask you for gratuity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and so, like, I ended up buying her a drink because I had this coupon thing, like whatever, right? And I didn't get charged for it till, like, a couple days later. And when I got charged for it, they gave me an itemized receipt.
Okay.
They put gratuity.
Oh.
And then asked, do I want to give a tip? The fuck is gratuity if it's not a tip, right?
I mean, you're thankful? The thank you you gave them?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is gratuity?
Yeah. Like, that leads me to believe that, like, these fucking, they're not paying their people, like, well.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, do you really want to be serving a bunch of elitist pricks with fucking drinks all night?
But you would think, right? Like if I did the math. I was just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I did the math. If they sold out that parking lot, that's like $2 million.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like, for nothing. Like,
straight into their pockets.
Yeah.
That for nothing. They got to pay the people that are out there. Yeah. They got to pay the venue. There's a lot of stuff they got to pay for. But at the end, I still think they make out like bandits.
They totally do.
They have to. They have to. I understand it takes a lot of money to make this stuff, and bands need to get paid. Yeah. Production people need to get paid. A lot of people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know there's a lot left over.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be, right?
I mean, that was the whole thing with the Ticketmaster, right? They're like, ripping people off and shit, right?
Right. I was part of that lawsuit a while back. They gave me a check for like $64 and something cents.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, Neat.
Yeah.
Thank you for my reparations.
Reparations.
I wish I got more.
What did you want?
I wanted all my tickets. Unfortunately, I only kept like certain ones. Oh, they wanted proof.
Yeah.
So you had to send them copies of the proofs, and I scanned a bunch of them, and so, that was a lawsuit back in the early 2010s.
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah.
But it's just like everything's so expensive now, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, drinks are like $40.
Yeah.
I mean, exaggerating, like $20.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for a drink, like an 8-ounce drink, 8 to 10 ounce drink.
Yeah.
That's not even. It's mostly ice. Congratulations.
I seen that video where like the guy orders a Jack and Coke, and he's like, I only have I have Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? He's like, okay, and he just mixes Pepsi and Coke.
It's hilarious.
It's a good joke.
How many times have I been told that? Oh, I don't have Coke. We don't have Coke. We got this. Yeah, cool. If that would happen to me, like, I can't get mad. Yeah. Here's your money. I can't get mad.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, good stuff. Well played.
But everything's like, yeah, dude, it's just ridiculous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went to Commerce on Saturday night because it was the cheapest. It was the cheapest, and it was the closest to the time we were already out, and we're like, oh, it's gonna start in about like half an hour. Let's just go.
Right.
It's still like fucking $13-$14.
Well, I paid $23.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
For fucking Joker at a matinee. Mm-hmm. Granted, it was ice, but whatever the hell that meant.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The special, whatever bullshit. That's still too much for that.
That's too much.
Way
man.
too much.
Yeah.
So they're gonna kill themselves. You know what? The funny thing is, I think now the ticket price is so up that you could buy popcorn.
Yeah.
And not feel guilty.
Yeah, because same thing.
Same price.
Like it's just crazy, man. Because even like the fucking discount theater, the Academy.
Yeah.
It's like $7.
Wait, wasn't it 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
But they show first run movies now.
Right, you told me that.
Yeah. That's what we saw Joker.
Oh, okay.
The Saturday it came out.
At the Academy? Ooh, that's like, I think that's actually the perfect place to see that
right?
trash.
Yeah.
Wait, how dare you?
Academy, $20. You get 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, popcorn, and 2 sodas.
Please tell me you took advantage of that deal.
No, Jonathan eat hot dogs.
You could have ate 2 hot dogs.
2 hot dogs.
She could have ate the popcorn. You could eat the 2 hot dogs.
That's too much hot dog for me.
I disagree, but
those hot dogs are not the best.
I do know that. I do agree with that.
You know.
Yeah, you will come out with a tummy ache.
Oh yeah. Oh, worse.
But but it's part of the experience.
You want to hear my review of this movie?
Yeah. Can you believe Terrifier beat that?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? A smaller budgeted movie beat a bigger budgeted movie. Okay, talk about David beating him Goliath.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand Joker.
I don't understand it. I don't understand Terrifier.
But you watched 2 of them.
Yeah. And I'm like tempted to see this new one, but like I'm just like, I can wait.
We'll get it in the Plex.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah. Hey, are we having the midnight fucking Halloween movie
midnight
thing? Or whatever the movie thing.
I guess.
When are we having that?
Halloween.
Oh, okay.
It's a Thursday or some shit.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I worked that day.
Yeah.
Here. That's fine.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Should be fine.
Halloween.
Be fine. So how about that weekend Zines workshop we just went through last weekend?
That was amazing.
That was great.
All those talented children.
Yeah, or adults.
And/or adults.
And can you believe we CGC these zines?
Oh no,
it's amazing. Can you believe mine came back at 9.3
from the Zine grading service?
ZGC. ZGZ.
Yeah. ZineMachine.com or like.
They can probably grade zines, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Just
saying, you can grade Pokemon cards. You can grade anything.
Mm-hmm. And we got the Zine
this weekend.
Fest this weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend.
This weekend. Because we're in the future.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Zine and we finished our new issue.
Oh yeah, totally done.
Totally done.
Yeah, totally done. With the greatest house from Nathaniel and Miguel.
Yeah.
And who else?
I don't know. You
and me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It was a great zine.
Yeah.
We had a week to make this happen. We can do it, right?
Yeah. I'm not worried.
I'm not worried at all.
I'm not worried.
I'm almost done with the line art.
There you go.
Yeah.
A line art.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Good times.
So that should be fun.
Yeah.
How many vendors are we having? 2, right? So far?
Right now we have 3, I think.
Right.
Or 4, I'm not sure.
Swammies, not the brother.
No. Fuck, I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's late. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Take a nap.
All right.
I'll continue the podcast without you. I'll talk into the void and see if everyone responds back. Void. Hey, there. It's time for Asmir.
You know, it's crazy to think about. We have to make a zine in a week, and we're like going to go see Venom. Right?
That Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when we got. We'll have it done. We have to have it done before we go. Yeah. We can't go see Venom until we have it done.
How dare you?
Yeah, we know it's one of those things. Like,
oh, you're not my mom. I need to see The Last Dance. I need to know what the fuck that means.
You don't know what that means. I want to see that flying Venom horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, sometimes you gotta, push back on, hold back on things until you get shit done. No. I haven't played video games in like 2-3 days because I've been drawing this thing.
Nice.
It's a long time.
Oh, nice.
You got achievements to unlock every day or whatever the fucking it is.
That's funny.
Yeah. But no, I've been drawing and redrawing and redrawing. At one point, I was going to redraw it all.
Yeah, don't do that.
I know.
We don't have time.
I got to talk myself out of it every time. Like 3 or 4 times now.
We got time for that. Sorry.
Today in the morning, I was going to do it again.
Don't do it.
Let's see. We'll see.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I got to finish it.
No.
Tomorrow. Don't bug me tomorrow.
Still.
Shit.
I wrote a wordy script.
It's a wordy script? It's not that wordy, dude. It's pretty much.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty much captions for the most part. Yeah. You got like 1 bit of dialogue, 2-3 bits of dialogue, and that's it. And maybe if you want at the end, you can put a rar. Should be fun. I like this thing. I've been redrawing this character at work. Like any chance I get, I just just draw a little quick sketch. I like the horror.
Yeah, he's cool.
It sounds interesting to me. It sounds like
weird.
It's
weird.
It sounds like everything I've ever watched as a child all in one.
I feel like it's the closest thing we got to like a weird 90s comic, like a weird
amalgam of things.
This could be like an early Image book. This could be like
yeah,
or fucking Ani Press, like the Mahfoud era, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, when he was drawing. Yeah, okay.
Like it's not your Hellboy. It's not your. This is a fucking monster that kills monsters.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's just it. You even tell it right there. You become what you need to become to kill what you need to kill or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could get back behind that.
It's just one of those things too, like where it's like one of those like low hanging fruit things where like you're like, oh yeah, we've seen stuff like this before, but it's like not like this. Like not, like it's just
Well, I mean, not to float my own boat, but like when I was one of the first time I drawing the thing, I drew characters on there that were your typical Universal monsters, right? Yeah. And these are the characters that we're basing the horror on. So when it came down towards the end where we had to do the dance, the blade scene, I was like, well, these characters are already kind of dead because their pieces are here. So I gotta create kind of new characters here.
Yeah.
So these monsters that you see towards the end are like different, weird. Yeah. They're not really your traditional Universal monsters because they're with the exception of well, I don't know if it's a spoiler. It could spoil it, right? Yeah. Dracula, the Count, because he's the one that killed him, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing just based on your very liberal story.
My very liberal story.
I'm filling in the gaps, if you will. Yeah. That's what I've always done.
When I wrote it, my mindset was like, oh, it's a Grindhouse trailer. Yeah. Like it's just very like just show what needs to be shown. Yeah. And move as quickly as you can. Like even the part where like he's explaining what he is, like the Victor is explaining what it is. I thought like, oh, this is too slow. Like originally it was gonna be like almost half a page of him explaining all that. Yeah. And I was like, no, just boom, boom, boom.
And I think I might have expanded that like 2 panels. So
yeah, because it was like originally it was a lot, but then I broke it down like it was like three sets of lines. It was like he tells them like, oh, this is what I did. Mm-hmm. This is what you are.
This is what you're gonna do.
This is why I did it. Yeah. Like it was just like boom, boom,
Yeah, using this book. Yeah, and it says Frankenstein.
Frankenstein
on it. Yeah,
because he goes. I remember I was talking to Miguel about it. Yeah, and he said that like we talked about it. I go originally this was like kind of a silly concept. The idea was like a cartoonish.
Yeah. That was the original idea.
But then when I started writing it, I was just like, this could be kind of hardcore. Like this could be kind of neat. Like and I think I've been trying to write stuff that's like outside of
Your comfort zone, if you will.
Yeah, kind of. Like, like where like it's just like, oh,
not too straightforward.
This is not a book. This is not gonna be a flip book with Gordon. Like,
no.
Like, I always write stuff with the mindset of like, how do we team these people up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's never gonna team up with the horror. Like,
well, he's already a one-man team up.
Yeah.
He's a one-man team up.
Yeah.
He's got everything he needs inside one.
Like, I think I'm gonna go full Quentin Tarantino on this.
He's a comic book inside the Gordo?
Or he's a movie or something. Like, that exists in the Gordo universe.
Yeah, I could get behind that 100%. Because this makes sense as, like you said, a Grindhouse movie, a Universal 1940, like Abbott and Costello meet all these freaking monsters in one.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you ever want to, you can have El Gordo meets the horror as a side thing.
That'd be pretty good, actually.
That'd
be pretty good.
Not as a main continuity, but, he sleeps somewhere.
Only if we get like a cool cover that's like an homage to like those like Luchador monster movie.
Oh, versus? One night only. Yeah. Al Estadio Toro. Hoy. Disponible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that kind of stuff.
All right, that could
work. The Santo versus the Martians.
Yeah.
I love the poster where he's like on Mars and he's like shirtless, but he's got the fucking bubble helmet. Right?
You ever seen that movie?
No.
He's like that in part of the
movie.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, it's space, man. It's space, baby.
Yeah.
It's that 1970s space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sexy. You ever seen those Luchador movies, right?
Yeah.
There's always hot girls there,
Yeah.
No apparent reason. Oh, yeah, a bunch of hot girls because, dudes like that, they always hang around. But it's all right.
I always love the fact that, like, those Luchador movies, it's like, it's just a common thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're walking around with the masks and the fucking suits and ties. And like, there's no, like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Like,
why is that man wearing a mask? Am I going to get robbed? No.
It's just like,
well, in Mexico, that's their superheroes.
Yeah. That's what Miguel told me. And I was like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, like.
Makes 100% sense to me. You see a guy like that, you don't think he's going to rob you. You think he's going to protect you, in Mexico. But, there's obviously...
But then what if he like pulls off that mask and he's got another mask underneath that's like a skull on it?
No. Because he still was there. Because he's still wearing a mask. He's still a good guy.
Okay.
Caballeros, which is like the ones without the mask, those are the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
So rudos y caballeros.
Oh.
And the rudos were always good. They were just the rude dudes,
Yeah.
That was it.
It's funny. We were looking at this Kickstarter, and they were talking about like oh, it's a superhero team. Of all Latin American superhero teams. I was like, oh, interesting. And I started reading it, and it was just very like the mission statement was like, like, oh yeah, we're gonna break stereotypes. We're gonna, and then they had like a character that can control like nature, and her name was Gardener, but in Spanish.
Jardinero.
And I was like, huh.
Why not just call him Juan el Jardinero?
And then there was like I don't know what this character's power was. But they were like a soccer player, a Brazilian soccer player, and his name was
football.
Football. And I was like, is this breaking stereotypes? Is it like just
no, that's not breaking anything.
Me and Miguel we talked about it. We're like, is it one of those things like, oh, take it back? And I'm like, no, I don't see it.
Was there a handyman somewhere in there too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then there was like, and then they were all singers. They were.
And they all sang at Mariachi Plaza? Mariachi?
Or something. They were all singing. And then, they rode around in a big lowrider and shit.
That's not... I mean, again, if you want to break it down, how many people have lowriders in East LA?
I've never met anyone that has a lowrider. I've seen them. I don't know anyone that owns one.
I've known maybe one, maybe two people in my entire life who owns a lowrider. And that's it. And that's it, But to say, oh, everyone in East LA, it's a culture thing. It's not... It's a culture. It's a niche thing for part of the subculture that is Hispanics in East LA. Yeah. And then people will argue, no, it's part of the culture. It's part of the Hispanic culture. I'm like, I mean, it was for you.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I remember when we were in Modesto, they had a lowrider show at the convention. Yeah. And they were like, oh, we'll go see the lowriders. I'm like, I'm from East LA. like I've seen lowriders. Like
I said, we've seen them.
Yeah,
they're there.
Yeah.
But again, it's just few and far between. Most of the people live in Whittier anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Not an East LA thing.
Yeah.
Whittier.
I don't know. It's weird. So I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that book.
Enjoy it.
I know. I'm like, you know what? It's not for me, I guess.
No.
I guess.
You give up?
Yeah. Like, I feel like the thing is, okay. I always had this weird hang up with writing comics because a lot of my favorite writers, you'd always get the situation where like their book would come out and they would be like, oh, it's about this, and like the text is this, and so I was like, how do I do that? How do you fucking But then you realize, no, you don't do that. No. You just do it,
and then you fucking
and then fucking people interpret it, and like like it's and
Yep.
But it's hard because like, there's always that thing of like. I remember at one point we've talked about this before, like it's a market, let's fucking make Latino superheroes or whatever, right? But it's like at some point you're just like, are you just doing it just to do it?
That's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything that makes me draw a lowrider. It makes me draw, piñatas, and my family members getting drunk and coronas and. That wasn't really part of my culture. My family really didn't drink, and if they did, it would be in margaritas.
Yeah. No, you see that, but at the same time, it's like this weird, like this whole thing of like, well, I feel like to a certain extent, if you're gonna do something creative and it gets known enough or well known enough, like some people expect it. They expect like you're like, oh, well, where's the fucking Latino shit? Like, because I think it's funny too because like I've written other shit where it's like they're non-Latino characters. And when I come up with names, I'm like, that sounds fake. Like, right?
You mean like Diego de la Muerte?
De la Muerte? Oh, no.
I love you, Javier.
Like, what was it? I remember I was writing this gangster thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't want to be stereotyped. So like, the what's the family's name? And I
Capone.
I was like, Mott. It sounded cool. Like,
M-O-T-T.
But then I was like, what is that nationality? It doesn't matter, right?
No.
Yeah. But I don't know. It sounded fake.
Mott.
Yeah.
Like, maybe. Because if you put anything else, it makes it some nationality. Yeah. I get it. Smith. But then it's American. Oh, never mind. Sunset.
So it's like this thing, like it's just like...
No, I get it. And that's why if we ever do like a Hispanic book, it's going to be like a counter that.
Yeah.
Be like, why I'm not that.
Yeah.
I grew up nerdy as fuck in East LA. I did not grow up gang banging and fucking,
You were part of the Hillsiders, like in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I didn't tattoo a fucking skull and learn how to fire bend.
You didn't put a 213 on your fucking paw?
Nah, no, I didn't go be like throwing up signs up by El Pino either, right?
So your weird like not Dodgers jacket.
Not Dodgers, but Dodgers.
Yeah,
Dodgers. That maybe.
No.
But no, yeah, it'd be different, It's a country. I was actually trying to get out of East LA at one point.
I mean, it is what it is. But I just think it's like, I mean, I get it. I mean, like, especially you talk to like people that are older, they tell you like how different it was and how like it was dangerous and this and that. But like,
different times.
But it creates like a stereotype where like I remember like when the first time we had the East LA show and we had the freaking LA Weekly article. The first comments were like, "Oh, bring your bulletproof vest," and I was like, "Oh, that annoyed me so much, man."
Yeah, but truth be told, like, it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just East LA.
No.
It's from El Sereno all the way down to Long Beach, my friend.
Yeah, like
it's just Southern California.
Yeah, so it's just like it just bugged me, man.
Yeah, I know. But people don't understand California.
Yeah. I feel like, as I say though, I feel like if you do like a realistic East LA thing, people be like, that's fake.
Yeah.
That's not real.
That's not real. Where's my Dodgers?
Yeah.
My Dodgers. Why aren't you guys eating tacos?
Like, it's funny, now that I work over in Santa Monica, I go up Santa Monica Boulevard to get to work, and I've had to pass through Beverly Hills. So, like, now that I drive down Santa Monica, heading towards Beverly Hills, and I always find it funny that, like, I don't know why it always sticks in my head. One of the earliest episodes of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will pawns Ashley's violin,
right?
And gets her a drum kit. And that's the first episode of Jazz, right? And so he tells them that he did that, and then they're like, where did you find a pawn shop? And he goes, I had to go all the way to East LA and be a fucking faint or whatever. Dude, driving down Santa Monica, there's so many pawn shops. So it's like bullshit, right?
It's called West LA.
Yeah, right.
Called West LA. Yeah, no, go down Beverly, and you'll see one on Western. I know there's one on Western, and going down towards like that area.
Yeah.
You're pretty much there. That's all pawn shops.
But I think it's funny because like the stereotypes
Alvarado.
on both sides. Because like I've driven all around there in the West Side River, and it's like it's not the best. Like it's like
No.
it's pretty kind of scummy in some parts, right?
We got a lot of homeless there.
But
too.
there's a lot of like oh no, but this is where the Swords live, and this is like I guess
the illusion, my friend. Yeah. The Hollywood illusion is still out there.
I had a friend from Missouri, who came on a vacation out here with her family.
Why?
They went all the touristy shit. They went to Disneyland and not very far, right? And I remember she had like a couple of days, and she was like, "Hey, take me to Hollywood." And I'm like, "No." Right? And she's like, "Why not?" I go, "Like no, the Hollywood you're thinking about is Universal Studios. Like the real Hollywood is not great.
It's the romanticization of it.
Yeah,
it's one of those things like people from LA don't really do LA things.
No.
It's the tourists that come do LA things.
Yeah.
And if you're doing an LA thing, it's probably because you want to impress somebody or you're really fucking bored.
Yeah.
I'll go to Hollywood and Vine. There's an Amoeba there now.
Yeah.
That's it. About it.
Yeah.
The rest of the stuff,
the Funko store right across the street from that.
Yeah, and dude, you know what about the Funko store? It's fucking overwhelming as shit, dude. It's like a museum slash those big giant Funkos. It's a little.
I went to pick up Marty a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Pantages.
I went to Pantages and I parked in front of Amoeba and did the whole meter thing where I ran across the street and there was a lady selling hot dogs, street dogs, and it smelled delicious. I could smell it from across the street. That's why I went over there.
$10.
$15.
Whoa!
And I said, "Really?" And she's like Hollywood. Like,
I'm like, all right, dude.
And I'm like, can't do it. Sorry, can't justify it.
I'm gonna tell you a story that happened to me a long time ago. I was coming out of a show. We were coming out of a show at the time, and then the people were there were selling the hot dogs, $10 a hot dog. And then I was like, "What? $10 hot dogs?" And they're like, "Yeah, $10 hot dog." People were buying them.
Yeah.
And then I towards the end, I was like telling the lady, are they all $10? So I went to the next one, $10, $10. I went to the last lady. I'm like, in Spanish, I talked to her in Spanish, and I told her, "Oh, español, deme dos." So I gave her $10 for two, dude. And all it took was me being Spanish. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
They're all like, "Oh, these white people."
Yeah, the right people can fuck off and give me $10. But you cool, you good, you good, mijo. Come on. Yo, I think she even called me mijo. I think if I remember correctly.
That's funny.
It happened.
It's so weird, man.
Yeah. It's I guess a camaraderie.
Yeah.
We're all from the southern part of California.
Yeah, I guess. I mean. Now we gotta write that realistic East LA comic.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the story of like trying to get out of East LA.
I guess.
But at the same time, being in East LA.
Yeah.
And a bunch of nerdy shit happens.
Patrick Martinez story.
Patrick would probably be a great protagonist for this story. I'm just saying, we can get a lot of stories from that guy.
I remember he told me one time that his dad was gonna write a play about was it Wizard of Oz?
But
it was the cowardly cholo. Like I remember that. That's always stuck in my head.
Yeah, I remember that story. I really wish that would hoping that fruition into something. Anyway, we got no more time here.
Yeah.
Anything else happening besides the zine work? Yeah. November coming around the corner. Besides Mark Waid in December. It's still happening? Yeah. Every week I'm going to have to ask. Is Mark Waid still coming in December?
Well, he just sit right here. He'll be like,
right next to you?
Right next to me.
Wait, you just did that weird motion.
No.
I mean, I know we got to please the guy, but not
No.
Anyway, that's it.
In November, we have a
small business.
We might do a toy drive early November.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so that's it. We're keeping it easy till the end of December.
Yeah, I think December's gonna be kind of crazy, but we'll see.
With Mark Waid,
and we might do a thing with Javier again. He has that new Muerto.
Gotta get my copy. Thing. Gotta get my copy.
And then the new show Goro will be out by then.
Oh, allegedly.
No, it will.
Oh, allegedly. You keep saying that.
I paid fucking for Latino Expo. like.
Has to be. End of December.
Well, no, it's the beginning of December because Latino Expo is at the end of November.
Right.
So I figure we'll do it.
I gotta get those days off from work.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
And then I guess it's the end of the year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. And to anyone still listening, thank you very much. Issue 131 of ComiCentric, and you sat till the end. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Have a good day. Bye.